the one, the only, Bencio. Good afternoon and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube Table Enabled. Today we're doing Siman Reish Chav Zayin and Shulchan Aruch Yomi 227. Three halachas, Birchas Hazikim, talking about special things that you see in the sky, including lightning and thunder. Hazikim is a comet. Aleph al Hazikim hukmin kochav hayore kechetz ba'orach hashamayim makom lamakom v'nimshach oro keshevet. Some would call it a comet, some would call it a shooting star. There is a difference between a comet and a shooting star. A comet, basically, I looked this up, is ice in orbit around the sun, in which case it leaves a trail of dust, which looks like a shooting star. The actual real shooting star is actually another name for a meteor. A meteor is a rock which enters actually the atmosphere of Earth. It's not in space, it enters the atmosphere of the Earth. If it lands on the ground, it's called a meteorite. It happens very rarely. Both of these cases, definitely a shooting star. It's actually seen in the atmosphere of the Earth, the actual tail. I guess on both of these things, a comet, the most famous comet is Halley's Comet, which happens once every 76 years. It will happen again in 2061 if you're interested. So these things, whether it be a shooting star or probably on a comet also, it's an earthquake, which is had in Turkey, a big earthquake. Brokim, on lightning, Valaramim, on thunder, Valruchos, Shanashua Bazaf. It's very windy outside. I don't know exactly how windy. Probably a hurricane, not just strong winds. I don't think that you make a bracha on that. Probably a hurricane. The correct bracha to make is Osa Masharishis. It's noted, it's brought from the Gemara, and Rava says in the Gemara that it's possible, according to Mishnah Berurah, you have a choice. You can either make any of these things, one or the other. Either make the bracha Osa Masharishis, or you make the bracha Shkocho Guroso Mali Olam, but you don't make both. And that's why many people have the minhag, when it's a thunderstorm, on the thunder, on the lightning, they say Osa Masa Bereshis, and on the thunder, you make Shkocho Guroso Mali Olam. At least that's what I remember growing up. Shkocho Guroso Mali Olam, Kocho, the strength of Hashem. You hear it. Thunder sounds very scary. Talk more about that. What I believe, which bracha you should make, on which. I believe you should make two brachas, but I believe it's reversed. I'll explain why. And Ian to lean on. Beis Kol's man shalo nispazra avim niftar bracha achas. Right? If it's still the same storm and the clouds are still there, you're going to stop raining, but the clouds are still there, and then again it starts raining and it thunders. Even if there's no rain, it thunders or lightning. Nispazru and barak lebaraku and ram laram tarak lasar lebarak. However, if the clouds are scattered and then they scatter away and then they reform and it's a new storm, so then you have to make a new bracha because it's a new storm. Gimel haya yoshe vesakise v'shama kol ram or ra barak. Seems like a strange halacha. It's brought from the Yerushalmi. If you're in the bathroom and you hear lightning or thunder, rush out of the bathroom. But you have to rush out so quickly, which is, the Gemara says, Shalom Alecha Rebbe, which is about 2 or 3 seconds. You have to leave the bathroom and say the bracha. Now, obviously, if you are already in the process of going to the bathroom, you went to the bathroom, it's going to be pretty much impossible to, flush the toilet and wash your hands and get up, because your hands are dirty. You have to wash your hands before you make the bracha. Must be you just came into the bathroom, you didn't even sit down yet, and then you rush out. So we learn from this halacha, the Mishnah Berurah says that even if you're not inside the bathroom, if you hear lightning and thunder, you have, after lightning and thunder are over, about 2 or 3 seconds to make the bracha. Once that time passes, you can no longer make the bracha. That's the conclusion of today's share. Stay tuned for Ian to lean on, where we talk about what I believe the correct bracha should be for lightning, and what I believe the correct bracha for thunder should be, contrary to what a lot of people do. Ian to lean on, coming up next.